Hey, what's up, guys? I always get asked by my agents and people that I coach that how do I come up with strategies when it comes to setting up business plans and when it comes to deciding what is the best thing to do for my business and set strategies for the year or whatever the case may be. So today I want to talk about how to set strategies and how to stay focused on your strategy. Hi, my name is Saeed. I'm a residential real estate broker here in Michigan and a team lead at Amin Realty. I'm the founder of Real Estate Sales Machine. And today I want to kind of give you guys how I go about setting strategies, right? Over the time, in my experience in real estate over the past 7 years, how I have always strategized and how I have decided what are the best things to implement in my business is by studying competition, and that's what you would find in most consistent in studying successful people is that they always study their competition. They study what's working for their competition, what's not working for their competition, what is majority of the competition doing, what are majority of the people doing in the market to be successful in whatever industry it may be. So studying competition is probably crucial for any business when you are going to going into that business. You want to scale, you want to be successful. Studying competition is very, very crucial. So that's what I have been doing over the past 5 years at least, is that what I do, I study my competition, I see what they're doing, what's working for them, what's not working for them, what is majority of my competition is doing, and what I do is I avoid doing those things that majority of my competition are doing, because clearly those things are saturated. Most of the people are doing something that's working, of course. And what I do is I focus on what majority of the competition is not doing. So today's topic is really besides the point, really besides the point of studying competition. But I brought up the concept of studying competition to really make the point that studying competition is important and we should be doing it. I have seen brokers and team leads out there that do no study of competition, right? That's a sign that they are winging whatever they're doing. If you have no clue what's working in the market, if you have no understanding of what are other people doing in the market, you're just going in there and just coming up with your own action plan and your own strategy, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You're just setting yourself up for an experiment that doesn't need to be done if you just study other people that are in that same environment, that are doing the same things, and you just study them and see what worked for them and what didn't work for them. You network with those people, you sit down with them, grab a cup of coffee, understand what they're doing, what's working for them and what's not working for them, would allow you to understand what should be your best strategy. So once I have said that, having said that, that studying competition is crucial, I want to talk about spending too much time watching and evaluating your competition will take away from your own focus and dilute the authentic vision that you have. That's also important to understand. Yes, studying competition is important, but at the same time, if you're too focused and you're spending too much time studying competition, you're spending too much time evaluating the competition, you're spending too much time looking at what the competition is doing, more than likely it will take away from your focus and your authentic vision of what you want to accomplish and what you want to serve. There is this saying that, you try to beat your competition by studying your competition, you try to beat it, right? But there is a huge negative factor to that, is that if you are just always chasing to beat your competition, you really don't have an authentic vision. And I have seen this over the past 5 years. I have seen my competition copy me, right? I have seen my competition do whatever I do. And it's, if you look at other people's marketing and everything they're doing is pretty much what you are doing, right? For example, for the longest period of time, some of my social media posts, if you go down on my maybe Instagram, if you go down on my Facebook, you would see for the longest period of time, I was posting just listing activities, pending activities, sold activities, right? And I did it because I had a system in place that made it easy for me to make those posts, because I had a virtual assistant who only knew how to create those type of posts. So I just, you know what, like it's better than nothing. So let's just implement that and let's just do that. So I had my virtual assistant making those type of posts. And now I see other people, their whole social media is just those posts. And that's only because they study their competition too much. When you study your competition, more than likely you will fall for this type of things, right? You just do whatever the competition does without understanding, okay, why were they doing those and why did they stop, and like what was the reasoning behind it. You don't really know the principles. You're just studying the competition for the sake of copying. So you really don't have an authentic strategy. You really don't have an authentic authentic vision. You really don't have an authentic mission. You are just copying the competition. Studying competition has nothing to do with copying competition. You're studying the competition so you know what is the best strategy for your business, so you can come up with the best strategy, so you can be more authentic, so you can be more visionary, so you can be more efficient and effective. That's why studying competition comes about. It's not that you study competition and you make a copycat of your competition in yourself, right? And those of you who are making like all these pendings and like listings and like all, that's all you're doing, that's all of your social media posts, you're wrong. Like if you have been doing it copying me, that's wrong. I only did it because I had that system available for you, for myself, and that's the only thing I could implement while trying to like grow a bit of a team from scratch. So spending too much time copying and evaluating and watching what the competition does will take away from your own focus and dilute your authentic vision. So you need to like make a balance of that. I'm not going to say stop worrying about what the competition do, but understand this. Why worry about competition, right? Why do we have to worry about competition? If you have our own value proposition for our clients, if we have our own business strategy, our own marketing strategy, our own vision, we need to focus on our own vision, and that's how we stay true to ourselves, rather than worrying about what someone else is doing, what's the new strategy they came up with, what like. If you're always worrying about that, you would always be all over the place, and that's how you identify who has a vision and who doesn't have a vision, who has a mission they're working on and who doesn't have a mission. So if you are truly um, committed to your vision, your mission, don't worry about the competition. Don't spend too much time watching and studying and evaluating the competition, because it will take away from your focus on your vision and on your mission. And you can't change what they are doing, right? You, by watching the competition, you cannot change what they're doing. And at the same time, what they are not doing, you cannot change that. So why watch the competition that closely? Yeah, we do have to watch the market to see what's working and what's not working in the market. In that sense, we need to study competition. But if you're too focused on one competition, right, there is this one person in the market that you feel that you can easily compete with, doesn't mean you have to be obsessed about them, right? Doesn't mean you have to copy everything they're doing. Doesn't mean you have to do everything they're doing to compete with them. You rather want to focus on what you're doing, because you cannot change what they are doing or what they're not doing. You cannot change that. Only thing we have control of is our business and our vision and our mission. So don't spend too much time studying the competition. Be ruthlessly focused and get so good at what you do that the competition would have to come to you. Be so ruthless and focused on what you do. Be so good at what you do that the competition comes to you to learn, right? Yes, there are competition out there in the market that's copying what I'm doing. I'm completely okay with that, because that tells me I'm good at what I'm doing, right? They're copying everything that I have to do. Great, right? But that does not mean I'm focused on what they're doing, right? I really don't care. I care less about what my competition does. If I study my competition, I study my competition to learn what I'm not going to do, not to learn what I'm going to do. Most of my competitions don't really have nothing to teach me. Rather, I look at and study them just to see that what's not working for them and what I shouldn't be doing in my business. Just for market study is what I study competition for. I would rather actually go network with my competition rather than just being obsessed about them, follow them on social media. It's not going to get you anywhere. You want to network with your competition, try to find out what's working for them, what's not working for them, and apply that in your business. That's completely fine. But if you are no sound, that's weird. Um, but anyway, if you are in a position where you feel like you have been focusing too much on your competition, you need to ruthlessly focus on your mission and vision and move forward. So thank you guys again. Happy Friday to those of you. Juma Mubarak to those of you who are celebrating Juma. Happy Friday, everyone, and hope you guys have a great weekend.